My name's Brad Johnson. I'm a filmmaker. Look, I've used ladders a bunch, okay? I've done it plenty of times, and it was just a stupid mistake. And so I think that's why I want to tell the story, because I think some simple mistake could have been really bad. I'm very fortunate that what happened the way it did. I was putting up Christmas lights, and it's kind of a high roof over the garage. But I had this ladder, and I was trying to hurry too, because actually it was getting dark. My wife and kids are trying to get me to come inside, so I'm trying to hurry, and I'm throwing my ladder up, being careless, right? But it's a ladder. Like, who thinks about carrying that much? It's like, I'm just gonna rush. So I'm putting it up, and this is important too. It's like the weather was starting to get cold. It might have frosted. I don't know if there was like a real snowfall, but it was like frosted on the ground, and it was fine. Everything was dry. This entire driveway was dry, but right where we were, there were some leaves, because there's trees right on the side here, and there were some leaves on the ground. Didn't think much about it. I just hurried, threw up the ladder, and I started climbing up. And I realized after that the leaves just provided just enough insulation that there was ice between the leaf and the ground. So when I put the ladder on it and then climbed to the top, there was enough force that just threw the back out, and it just flipped right out. And when that happened, first thing I tried to grab onto the railing. You could see where it's dented. I tried to grab it. It cut my hand, and I could see that I was just going to pull it down, and it could have, I don't know, I was thinking maybe it could even get worse if I held. So I just grabbed onto the ladder and fell down. Luckily, there were these trash cans that were sitting right here, and luckily it was crazy that it was as fortunate as it was. Hit the trash cans. I remember just smashing the trash cans and hit them so hard that I just bounced off, and then went to the side and then fell onto the ground. And I put my hand down through the ladder, stopped myself. And so I had this really sore arm for a long time. My shoulder was hurting for a while. Could have been much worse, obviously. But I think the interesting thing is that when I found my credit cards in my pocket, which I happen to have, I have like this little band that holds my stack of credit cards, and my driver's license and stuff like that. And when I landed, I pulled that out of my pocket, and it bent them. I mean, it wasn't just bent, it was like creased, and they were broken. So it was such a hard hit. And I did have a big bruise on my leg, but I think if that wasn't there to break the fall, like, it could have been really bad. And like, there were so many things that could have happened that really, let's say now, is like, take a minute. It's okay to take a second. Look at your work site. Just think about it a little bit. You know, don't rush to everything. And just make sure everything's clear, and super still make sure it's not too slippery. And just be careful.